For more on the expensive Greek debt drama, I'm joined by Professor Markus Will from St. Gallen University in Switzerland. Good to have you with us. First of all, I mean, should Greece be given another lifeline, or is it now time to change the approach?
No, we cannot change the approach now. They should get another lifeline for now. The operational short-term perspective is more or less okay. The mid-term and long-term perspective is the issue to discuss.
Yes. Professor Will, we're listening.
Well, yeah, the issue is, of course, that the issue is that we need to talk about the debt relief at some point.
Obviously, somebody is interfering. Obviously, somebody is interfering with our line. I'm just trying again. I think you want to tell us that it's about time to at least address the issue of debt relief, which is highly controversial. Do you think this will be discussed today?
It will certainly be discussed unofficially today because it is being voiced by so many parties involved now, the IMF, Mr. Gabriel, Mr. Jean-Claude Juncker, so it will be informally discussed, but that's certainly an issue which in the end need to be discussed by the heads of state in some special summit on the EU level. So it will be discussed but not decided today, but everybody knows that the time is ripe to decide the issue of a debt relief.
Do you think that debt relief, which of course would give Greece a fresh start, would really solve the problem, given the fact that Greece's infrastructure, economic infrastructure and policy so far has actually led to the crisis in the first place?
This is true. However, one needs to see that any new money or any option which will be given by a debt relief should be used for investing into the country, for restructuring the economy and rebuilding the infrastructure. The old money had always been used for consumption. That's the big problem. We need to help them on this. We can be worried about it, but in the end, we need to help them to re-establish its economy so that they can live on their own at some point in the future.
And in order to re-establish the economy, it needs investment, also foreign investment. How many foreign investors do you know who trust the Greek people, the Greek economy, to actually become a successful one?
Well, investors are very simple-minded. They do trust, in the first place, the institution in Europe and the IMF. And if there will be a debt relief of, say, 100 billion euros or so, they would know that there is now room for maneuver for private investments, for public investments. So they would give that money. Certainly, they would ask for a risk-return rate, so high interest rates and so forth. But they would give the money because if there is a new relief, then there will be room for maneuver. It's very simple-minded. Sorry for that.
OK, and just very briefly and also very simple-minded, it was a question that was on the agenda for many years now with Greece. Let me ask it one more time. Greece in or out the Eurozone? What's the better option?
In the light of the refugee crisis, please keep them in. We need them in Europe on the southeast border of Europe.
OK, so there are larger issues at stake, certainly here. Markus Will, professor at St. Gallen University in Switzerland, thank you so much.